What's going on, guys? It's the Syndicate 2.0 here, and today, guys, we are back at it again with another top 5, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we are actually back at it with a top 10. I just messed up what I was saying there. I wasn't trying to be funny. Anyways, though, guys, today, we're going to be taking a look at Easter eggs, specifically the top 10 hardest Easter egg steps in all of Zombies. Now, there's some fun Easter egg steps, there's some not so fun Easter egg steps, and then there's Easter egg steps that make you want to pull your hair out. The kind of Easter egg steps that ruin friendships. But at the end of the day, a lot of these steps are what make doing these Easter eggs worth it in the first place. Beating them is satisfying, doing them, not so much. And today, guys, we're going to be looking at the top 10 Easter eggs that scrubs like me find difficult to do. Number 10, all bows, Der Eisendrache. So, the 4-player Easter egg on Der Eisendrache requires you, and you, all 4 players in the game, to get a bow. Not just get a bow, but they gotta upgrade that shit. And you know, if you're a team of Zest gods, I mean, this is probably not going to be a problem for you. The boss fight might be, though. But the thing that makes this a difficult step is it's not reliant on one player, but all 4 in the team to do a good job. If you got one terrible player that doesn't know what they're doing, good luck getting them to do a bow. Maybe the person doing the fire bow is on a bad connection and they can't hit the target shot. It can be any one of these little things that truly makes this step difficult. If you've got a team that knows what they're doing, it's very easy to get the bows, but if they don't, well, good luck. Number 9, Origins. Break the seal. So this doesn't really apply to Black Ops 3 Origins, but there's a step in Black Ops 2 that is one of just the worst, most cruel step in any Easter egg. And it is the step where you must go into a robot's foot, press a button, and then throw a G-strike on this patch of concrete. So basically what happens is all 3 robots will roll through, and one of their 6 feet will have a spot that you can go into the robot and press the button. The thing is, though, is if you're in solo, you can only make the throw if you're in 2 out of the 6 feet. Basically, in Black Ops 2, from the time you press the button, you have 10 seconds to get your G-strike on that patch. That's 10 seconds to activate the purge sequence, fly out of the robot, land, run over, and throw it. Which basically means you have to do it perfectly in Black Ops 2. Now, Black Ops 3, they gave it a little bit more time, which is very friendly of them. But in Black Ops 2, this step solo is just mean. On top of that, you've got the 2 in 6 chances of getting the good foot, which is like terrible for RNG runners because it's so late into the speed run. It's just a nasty step. It comes in at number 9. Number 8. So, there's a step in the transit Easter egg. One of the easiest Easter eggs ever that's actually difficult. It comes down to this little thing called random number generation, aka what you've been hearing over the last few months, RNG. The last step of the Richtofen side Easter egg requires 4 EMP grenades to be thrown at 4 different lampposts within about 5 seconds. So right out the gates, that's impossible to do solo. Now, the original way you had to do this was get every single player to get an EMP grenade, which is just ridiculous box luck, and then have them all throw it at a different lamppost at the same time. There's a way that you can do it with only 2 sets of EMP grenades where you get a portal on the lamp with the denizen, and then basically from that, you throw it, you hop in the portal, and then you throw it at the other one. But even this is really annoying. The reason why this is so annoying is simple. It's box luck. Not only do you have to get 1 wonder weapon from the box, you have to get 2. 2 of the exact same special grenades on a map where the special grenade sucks. And then you actually have to perform like a pretty complicated task. I mean, it's not the hardest thing ever, and the RNG is definitely what makes this step so annoying. But coordinating that with someone that doesn't know how to do it, and then messing it up and needing to go get more EMP grenades, very, very annoying. Number 7, a step that has betrayed many friendships. The Die Rise elevator step. So on either the Maxis or Richtofen side, one of the very first steps for the Die Rise Easter egg is you must have all 4 players stand on this little symbol, and each symbol is on top of one of the elevators. So basically what's going on with this step is there's elevators going up and down, and when you stand on an elevator, it makes it go up and down faster. The thing is, though, is when the elevator goes to the top, it crushes the player and kills them. What makes this even more complicated is you've got 4 elevators and each shaft is a different length. So one elevator might take 1 minute to do its entire cycle, whereas another elevator might take 3 minutes. Coordinating this step, if people don't know what they're doing, can be an absolute nightmare. And for that reason, it's on our list. Number 6, the Gorod Krovi boss fight. So this is the only boss fight that's going to be on the list, as I feel like most Black Ops 3 boss fights are pretty easy. If you think about it objectively, it really is a difficult step. It takes at least 15 rounds to just set up for this one step. You have one chance to complete it, and if you fail, you must redo the entire Easter egg. Besides any other boss fight, there's no Easter egg step like that, where if you fail it, you're done, it's over, you have to reset. Not to mention, it's at the very end of the game. And the thing that makes Gorod so difficult is you've got the dragon fight, and then on top of that, you've got the Nikolai fight, and it could just be a very unpredictable boss fight if you don't know what you're going into. For that reason, it comes in at number 6. Moving down to the number 5 spot on our list, guys, we've got one of the most tedious steps in all of Zombies. It is Origins Secure the Keys. God, I freaking love the Vorkuta references. But anyways, basically this step is so simple yet so easy. Basically what you gotta do for this step is you gotta go around and dig up a whole bunch of parts and find a whole bunch of discs and find some fire parts and ride around a tank and make some jumps and get in all the robots' feet and then build them. And that's like not even the start. What I'm getting at is this step is you build the staffs and then you upgrade them. I hope that was obvious. The thing that's so crazy about this is it's one single step. You build all the staffs, which takes a long time, then you upgrade them. Step 1, done. Not like, okay, we're done the Easter egg. 45 minutes later, step 1 is done. It's a fun step, it's very rewarding, but this thing is just long and tedious. Number 4, the Gorod Krovi bomb step. This is an interesting one. It's one of the easiest steps if done right, and one of the hardest steps in Gorod Krovi if done wrong. You know how I said boss fights are the only steps in Zombies where if you fail it, you end your game? This is another step that you can end the game if you do it wrong. So the Gorod Krovi bomb step is pretty straightforward. Basically, there are going to be 6 locations that flash on your screen, and each one represents the order in which you have to press bombs. Press any bomb at the wrong time, and the person around that bomb will die. Not only does that bomb go off, however, every single bomb will explode. So let's say you're trying to calculate it, and someone's like, I got department store, and someone's like, do armory, and then everybody dies. It can be such an easy step, and it can be such a difficult step. The thing is, man, is you mess up, you're going down, you're losing perks, you gotta go on to the next round. Very, very frustrating if you don't have a team that knows what they're doing, on top of like memorizing it. So a lot of coordination, a lot of risk. That's why it's on this list. Coming in at our number 3 spot, we have the Zetsubou No Shima challenges. Never before in Zombies has there been a step that makes me want to kill myself so much as this one. Oh my god. How many times have you been in this situation? You're like, yeah, Zetsubou No Shima, 4-player Easter egg, let's do this. You get onto the challenges, you see your challenge, and you're like, fuck no, I'm out of this one. The problem with this is not so much that you have to do challenges to unlock the lightning for the lightning shield step, but it's the fact that the challenges are so stupid. I'm okay with doing challenges, but the challenges are terrible. Just the ones about Thrashers and killing them before they die and before they become enraged and as they're transforming, they're all very specific. You have to be perfect with your kills on them. And there's a few others like just so stupid. A lot of it is just getting the luck to have a Thrasher spawn in and then being there at the right time to kill. Like it's just not good challenges. I don't think a lot of those steps are fair to the player, and I've really always hated this step in Zetsubou. Honestly, if you took out that whole step and there was just like another cooler way to activate lightning, I think Zetsubou would be a way better map. But I hate this step, and on top of that, it's really difficult, and that's why it's on the list. Moving down to our number 2 spot, I think a lot of people are actually going to disagree with me on this one. It is the Shadows of Evil flag step. So this is one of my favorite steps in any Black Ops 3 Easter egg. It's challenging, it requires coordination, and it's just chaotic. I can't think of another step that is just pure chaos like the Shadows of Evil flag step. If you've got an insta-kill, a death machine, even a Fear and Headlights power-up, it's so easy. But without that, like let's just say classic Gobblegums and no Apothicon Servants, tough step. There's so much you can do to make this step easier, but bare bones for what it is, this step can be a nightmare. And I like it. I really love it. It's just fun. But like if you don't have a good team, that one person messes up. That's the thing. One person messes up. Too many meatballs hit the flag. It's over. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, coming in at our number 1 spot, we've got the Destroyer of Friendship. They call it Sharpshooter. Personally, I would call it Shoot Your Friend because you're so pissed off at him for missing that one target every single time when the rest of your team has hit the target for the 5th time. Like, for real though, the Sharpshooter step is very frustrating. It's the final Easter egg step on either side of the buried endgame. This is what ruined friendships are made of. Basically, each person has 20 targets that will spawn in, and every single person in the map has to shoot every target. You miss one target, it's over. You must reset. 3 out of 4 players hit every single target. 1 player misses one target, you gotta reset. And that's the thing that's so difficult, is you can be amazing hitting them every single time. And if one person messes up once, you gotta retry. Now there's no limit to how many times you can do this, but trust me, if you've ever done buried Sharpshooter, you know the struggle. Tensions start to rise, people start getting mad at each other, there's some stress coming out, someone says some things, the next thing you know you're in jail.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
But for real, the buried Sharpshooter is one of the most teamwork orientated, yet completely dependent on your ability step. It's awesome, because like if you mess up, it's on you. It brings out the worst in people. Anyways though guys, that is going to be our number 1 spot and our list for today. Let me know what you think is the worst Easter egg step. I know I can think of a few more that like you might want to put on this list, but those are the 10 that really stood out to me as just being like, damn. A lot of it are the steps that are teamwork involving. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you later. Peace out, you frickin'